Can you see me? I hope you guys can see me for real, because hold up, wait. Hi everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I know this video is long overdue, but I'm so happy to be sitting down recording and getting a chance to finally talk to y'all, tell you about some things that's been on my mind. If you're new here, my name is Kyrah. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, leave a comment if you're feeling fancy, feel me. Come join the fam. Life has been crazy. For those of you who know me, or for those of you who have been subscribed for a while, life has been so crazy. So I figured, like, let's just sit down and talk about it while I do my makeup, because I haven't done my makeup on camera in a month of Sundays and I got a lot to say, you know? So first and foremost, my lashes are mad disrespectful right now. Like, my lashes are so out of pocket for being, what's the word I want to use? Skimpy like this. Like, I have a lash appointment on Tuesday, so don't come for me, thank you. But I'm gonna just throw on some strip lashes. First and foremost, y'all, we hit 1,000 subscribers. We actually hit 1,000 subscribers like a week or two ago. I think I have like 1,200 subscribers right now. So thank you guys so much for, you know, coming and joining the fam, subscribing to my channel, and for you guys really just supporting the kid, even though the kid is not the most consistent, okay? Period. So thank you guys so much for that. I'm so excited to just really like get this thing popping and really take this content to the next level. So I'm gonna start just doing my makeup, because if not, then I'm gonna be sitting here. If not, I'm gonna be sitting here talking and not getting nothing accomplished. So I'm gonna start doing my makeup. I'll try to, if I don't remember to say it, then I'll link the stuff down in the bio, of course, or in the description below, of course. But this is the Milk Makeup Hydrogrip Primer. I love this. I've had this for a long time. I have a travel size one and I have the full size one. I just love the way this like, when you put it on your skin, it has like a gel-based consistency, and when I put it on my skin and when it dries, it feels almost like sticky a little bit, and I feel like it really just helps my foundation to sit on my skin better and for my products to just melt into the skin. But I don't know, could be all in my head. But yes, y'all, 1,000 subscribers. Can you believe it? Like, wow. I started my YouTube channel so many years ago, and I was so not consistent with it. It's trifling. Like, so the fact that you know, I'm accomplishing these goals that I kind of set out and then forgot about, I probably didn't need that much foundation. But the fact that I'm accomplishing these goals that I set out and then I kind of, you know, put on the back burner is really exciting. So as many of you guys know, I'm sure, if you follow me on Instagram or just even on YouTube, because it's been the same vibe over here, you have noticed that I have not been on the internet for consistently, I should say, for a long time. Literally since the last YouTube video I uploaded prior to the one that just went up today. The last YouTube video that I uploaded was literally I think the first week of February or maybe the end of January. It was my moving vlog, and I moved into this apartment at the end of January. So yeah, you do the math on that. It's now the end of May, and you know, hold on, I can't talk good when I do this area of my face. It's been hard out here, y'all. Like, I would be lying if I said that it hasn't been hard out here in these streets. And I just really had to take some time. Hold on, this is about to hold up. But yeah, so I graduated. Also, that's another big update. If you guys don't know, or if I haven't made it clear, I haven't posted it, so I feel like there's really no way to know unless you know me personally. But I did graduate from the University of Southern California. I got my Master's of Science in Digital Social Media as of May 14th. Thank you, God, okay? This last semester just took so much out of me. I really feel like, for me personally, I have some like discoloration over here. I kind of want to put a little bit more foundation, just a little bit. This past year has been such a crazy ride for so many people. I know it has not been just me, but as you guys know, my dad passed away in September, and that has been hard. Like, that has been hard for so many reasons other than just the concept of grief. I think until you lose somebody physically, because the spirit is always here, y'all. The spirit is always connected. I feel my dad with me everywhere, very much so. This is Too Faced Born This Way concealer. This is in the color Warm Sand. I think that, you know, until you experience grief or until you experience loss on a very close level, I think you won't learn, because, I mean, how would you? You won't be able to learn or really understand the realities that come with the loss of a parent. For instance, my dad was the provider for his family, for our family. So, you know, him not being here physically anymore changes the dynamic of some things, because y'all, money don't grow on trees, contrary to popular belief. It really doesn't. So, you know, there's definitely been a level of having to, you know, show up for my family and everybody in my family, my sister, myself, my stepmom, like just everybody having to really like step up and take on new levels of responsibility because of the fact that these were things my dad was carrying, and just not even so much on a financial level. I mean, definitely on a financial level, but also on just like a, hold up, I gotta find my brush. I'm about to do my cream contour with the Huda Beauty. What is this called? Tantour in medium. But yeah, I think there's a lot of responsibility that comes with the loss of a parent, and that happens financially. It happens just in your family structure of you having to, you know, step up for things that you normally maybe wouldn't have been responsible for, or maybe you wouldn't have been thinking about like at the forefront of your mind. So, yeah, it's different. It's different, and it's definitely an adjustment period. I might have botched that. Ooh. It's definitely an adjustment period that comes with it. So as you guys clearly know, I moved to Atlanta, and I absolutely love my apartment. I love Atlanta. I'm grateful, you know what I mean, that I was able to bust this move. But I think a lot of what's misunderstood in that is this wasn't just like, oh, I just woke up one day and decided I wanted to move to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Me being in school, first of all, being in a pandemic. So let's backtrack a little bit. Let's backtrack, story time. So school is March of 2020. COVID starts happening. We're on spring break, right? So boom, we're on spring break out in LA, like whatever. So we're on spring break out in LA. Sorry y'all, I'm looking for one of my cream blushes. Like nothing ever happened. And you know, COVID starts happening. COVID starts creeping up, like, but it's still very much a thing of like, what is it, you know? I'm trying to decide which blush I want to use, man. I'll use Strawberry Dip, why not? So anyway, COVID starts creeping up. That looks crazy. And we're all at school. So at this point, it's still like speculation. It's still like the first 24 hours of people really talking about it on CNN. You're trying to decide, like, is this a hoax? Is the world ending? Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? So at this point, everybody's very much so like, at least from my personal perspective, everybody is very much so like, still weary about it. Like nobody's really paying it no mind. I don't want to say no mind, but it's like niggas is not taking this serious, just to put it plain. Like it's nothing really, you know. So anyway, they start sending emails. USC starts sending emails, like, and in all capital red letters it says, like, if you have a home, please go to it. Like, that's essentially what they're saying. Like, please leave. You know, university housing will remain open for people who need emergency housing. But if you have a home, please go to it. Now, here's where this plot thickens. So, I had full intent on staying in LA because, quite frankly, I didn't have a home to go to. So, I was going to stay in LA, and I was just going to ride it out. I felt like it wouldn't last that long, and I like to have my own space, so I felt like I would rather have, you know, my own apartment and stuff like that, and be able to move and shake and do what I need to do. So, yeah, so anyway, they start sending these emails, and now I'm like, oh shit. Now I'm like, all right, hold up. Maybe I should go home. So my dad actually at the time was working on flipping some properties. So my dad was getting some properties, trying to create some generational wealth that would, you know, surpass him when he was no longer physically here. And shout out to my dad, first of all, before I continue on with my story. I just really want y'all to know, like, I feel like a lot of people know this who know me closely, but my dad is truly like my superhero. Like, and I'm so appreciative. I'm so beyond appreciative to have had the opportunity to not only know him, but to be his daughter. And my dad worked so hard to make sure, you know, that his family was going to be okay, and that we had what we would need, and that we would have the tools to be able to sustain, you know, what the pieces that we had to pick up if he weren't to be here physically. So anyway, I'm calling my dad, and my dad, like I said, he's flipping these houses. So one of the houses that he has, he's like in the process of doing construction on it, and, you know, getting things underway because somebody was supposed to be renting it out. So now I call my dad, and I'm like, yo, like, they said we gotta move, like, you know, we gotta get up out of here. So my dad is like, all right, cool, like, we'll just move you. I'll get you, my dad was like, okay, boom, like, I'll go get you a bed. And he went and bought me a bed, and he put it in one of the houses that he was working on, one of the vacant houses that he was working on. And I moved in that thing. I moved in that joint like 3 days later, bought a flight for like $27. If I could find it, I will. Like, them flights from LA were out of control. So I bought a flight for like $27, no cap. And yeah, so my dad buys me a bed. I fly home, boom, move into this house that's under construction, like heavily, very much so, halfway done. And we just make it work, feel me? And so from that point, I start doing classes from 6:30 to 9:30 in LA time. Not start, I continue to do classes, but on the East Coast. So now my classes are, hold on y'all, I'm parched. So now my classes are 9:30 to 12:30 at night, kicking my ass. Like I said, I'm living in a halfway constructed house at the time. My dad is sick, right? So, his health is starting to, at this point, I'm starting to notice like a serious decline in his health. So that was weighing heavy on my mind, and it was just a lot going on. So I ended up, you know, pushing through, doing what needed to be done. And then yeah, I was home from March until July. I think somewhere around like the summertime, there was faith that, oh, the pandemic was going to calm down and we were going to be able to go back to class. And I was just really struggling with where I was living at, just because I had been uprooted from LA so abruptly. Like, my car was in Los Angeles, so I didn't have any transportation. So I would be getting like rental cars or stuff like that, or borrowing my dad's truck. It just was a lot, like, and I just felt stuck. Like, I was stuck in the house, and I had shelter over my head, thank you God, and shout out to my dad, but I didn't have, you know, I couldn't bust no moves, like, and that was weighing on my head really heavily. So then I decided that I wanted to move to Los Angeles, and I moved to LA like the first week of July maybe. And I decided I wanted to move back. I told my dad, you know, I really just feel like I need an environment to really think and finish school in. It's really hard for me to just be in the headspace to do my work and perform at the level that I know I can when I'm not in a productive type of environment. So my dad makes something shake. Keep in mind, at this point in time, my dad is in the hospital. He had been in the hospital like a lot. let's just say that. He had been in the hospital a lot. He was in the hospital at this point. My dad literally got me situated and helped me, made sure that I had all my ducks in order and made sure I had everything I needed to be able to move across the country from a hospital bed, okay? Like, this is what I need y'all to understand about the level of character of my father. So, anyway, that happens, and I moved to LA. I'm moving and shaking. I'm feeling good, kind of, sort of. I'm also like really unsettled at the time because, like I told y'all, my dad is sick. Like, and he's been in the hospital. He's starting to get more sick. Now, like I said, his health was declining, and I knew that, you know what I'm saying, that he wasn't doing well, but I didn't think he was going to die. Like, I don't know how to explain that. I don't know like exactly what the words I'm looking for are, but I knew that it was coming to an I don't even know. Like, I don't know. It's really hard to speak on that because I don't know the right words to say exactly, but just know that I moved to LA thinking that it would be good for me, and it was good because I was getting into, you know, my routine and stuff like that, but I couldn't sleep at night. I was struggling, y'all, like, because my dad was sick and he was getting progressively worse. So it went from a thing of like me being able to pick up the phone and talk to my dad whenever to me having to call my stepmom or call my sister and get somebody to get back to me about like the status of his health and how he's doing and stuff like that. And it was too much. I couldn't sleep at night. I couldn't focus. I wasn't eating. I wasn't taking care of myself, you know. So, I was in LA for like a month probably, and then I decided, you know, once it got to the point, like I said, where I really was just feeling super uneasy about it, I decided that I was just gonna fly home. So I flew home. I didn't tell nobody. I literally just grabbed a flight and just popped up home. And I can't even begin to express how grateful to God I am for that, because I went home August 20th or something like that, and I was home for like 10 days. And when I tell y'all, I flew back to LA on September 1st. I remember like all of this stuff like it was yesterday. When I tell y'all, I went home, I spent time with my dad, like, and I did nothing but just spent time with my dad and just helped out my family who was taking care of my dad and just trying to like help ease the load. Like, and I just sat, we listened to music, you know, we watched TV, and then I flew back to LA on September 1st, and my dad passed away on September 11th. That was like, I can't even begin to explain how grateful I am that I just decided to just buy the ticket and go home, because I got to see my dad before he passed away. And I can't imagine, like, if I hadn't been able to see him, I would have been beating myself up about that for the rest of my life. Like, so I'm about to bake right now with some Fenty Beauty powder. This is in the color Honey. My camera is starting to overheat. She always does that. So I'm gonna put this baking powder on, and then I'm gonna turn my camera off so I can do my eyebrows, and then I will be back to show y'all. I don't do any major like baking. I used to do like let the powder sit under my eyes and all that stuff, but I honestly don't feel like that gives the look that I'm going for. So I feel like sometimes I'll be having flashback and stuff on my face. Hopefully the angle, the view, the vision is the same. But I just finished doing my brows. I just used my Benefit the Great Brow Basics kit. This is in the color 4. I'm almost positive. I got this from like Ulta or something like that. 4, yeah. So it has a brow definer pencil, like a small, oh sheesh. It has Precisely My Brow Pencil, a brow gel, and then it has this one, the Goof Proof Brow Pencil. So I do, you know, all the works, and then I just clean my eyebrows up with concealer. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So basically, fast forward, my dad passes away. I end up moving back home like a month later, because I think y'all can do the math on that. So I was home for like 3 months, and I was yet again hit with the I can't create and be productive in this space. But also I was grieving and things of that nature. There was just a lot of different stuff that was going on. So I'm gonna be taking this Makeup by Mario Glam Quads Bronzy Glam palette. and just throw in a little something something in my eye. So basically now I was faced with the issue of just figuring out like what I wanted to do, what direction I wanted to go in. Life was a lot different for me at this point because you know, my dad passed away, and grief changes you. Like, oh my gosh, I'm glad somebody else wrote a book on it so I don't have to. But grief really changes you. And so I was just looking at life completely different. Like, and I feel like some of the aspirations that I had prior to my dad passing away, it was just like life got put into perspective, and it just like, I just realized that like none of this stuff matters. Like, not in a sense of nothing matters, even though, you know, you will definitely feel like that for a while when something traumatic like that happens. I just started realizing that, you know, like school is not the end all be all. Having a career is not, you know, the end all be all. And I need to be happy, and I need to do things for me that are going to really, you know what I'm saying, create happiness and create the type of life I want to live. And so I have wanted to live, these lashes, I can't even take it. I have wanted to move to Atlanta for like quite some time. I started looking I started looking into it, and then I just decided that I was going to buy a flight and come out and look at apartments and see what happened. And you know, things worked out in my favor, and I was able to secure an apartment, which is such a blessing. So since that happened, I have been, you know, out here. Still in school, right? Because I just finished school in March. So, I mean, I don't know what I'm just talking about. Still in school because I just finished school in May. So I move out here. I still have a full semester to go. I have a home. It's beautiful. It's mine. Like, I was able to get a new car because I forgot to mention this, and it's honestly not even that relevant, but when I went back to Los Angeles after my dad passed away for that couple weeks, I got in a car accident. Somebody hit my car and totaled my car, and that was just where I was at in life. Like, I was so fragile. It was such an accurate depiction of just where I was at in life, and I just felt like when that person hit me, I felt like I was about to shatter, like just like glass. Like, so that was really like the turning point for me, being like, I'm not okay. Like, I need to go home. So that's what I did. I rejuvenated, recharged, and then I moved out to Atlanta. And truthfully, if we're being truthful, I ran into a whole new set of problems that I really had no idea about. I'm gonna take some bronzer. This is my Fenty Beauty Caramel Cutie bronzer. I'm gonna take some of this before I go in with the Makeup by Mario, just because the brown in that palette is really dark, and I don't wanna make no mistakes. So anyway, grief is not a linear process. It's not, you know what I'm saying, something that happens overnight. It's not like, okay, you wake up one day and you feel better and then just like, you know what I'm saying, nothing ever happened. It was like a whole new level of grief that arose for me once I was in this house. And to be quite frank, I'm pretty sure that's because I was in limbo for so many months, and I was so unsettled in my head, and I was so unsettled in my life. I was like damn near living out of a suitcase. Like, the struggle was real. So I think once I got here and I had this safe space that I've been yearning for so long, it just like hit me like a ton of bricks. And I just felt like I wasn't in a place. I hadn't been posting on social media a lot anyway since my dad passed away, because it's just like that was the last thing I was worried about. But I just felt like I wasn't in the place to open myself up to conversation because I wasn't ready to have it. Like, I didn't want to be on social media and give people the ability to speak to me. That might sound crazy, but that's real life. Like, I didn't want to give people the ability to speak to me or the ability to, I don't know. I was just in a place, like I told y'all, I just felt so fragile and so delicate. And so I was just in a place where, and I still am in a place of being just super protective of myself. And so I just didn't feel like being on the internet and opening myself up to conversation. And quite frankly, it was just anything. It didn't matter what you might have wanted to talk about or what you wanted to say. Like, I didn't want to talk to nobody. I wasn't even answering my friends. I was just like going through some things in my head, trying to finish school, like, and you know, so that was pretty much where I was at with it. The past few months has really just been me in this house healing and growing and untethering and like letting go of old layers of myself. It's like I feel like I was literally like shedding layers of skin. Like that's how it felt for me. I was just so, I don't even know what the word is. Where's the brush that I'm looking for? I don't know. I was in such a delicate space and I was just, I don't know. I just was changing and morphing every day. Like it was a lot of tears, y'all. Like a lot of tears, a lot of frustrating days, a lot of highs and a lot of lows. And that comes with, as I like to call it, growing pains. You know, it's part of the journey and it's part of life and you have to embrace it. And so I just felt like at the place that I was at in my life, I didn't want to share myself or expose myself to anyone or anything until I felt a little bit better. So that's really what has been going on with me. You know, I would go through my phases of where I might post if I feel like it, but it's no guarantee that I'm gonna post again for like another month, 2 months, you know. And that's just the real deal. Like that's just is what it is, you know. So I think the biggest thing that I would say is that I have been exercising grace, not only for myself, but for the people around me. And just recognizing that, you know, like we're young, feel me? Like we're in a space where it's like you're getting older. I'm 23. You're getting older and you're making accomplishments and, you know, you start to get a little bit of something and you feel like you've grown, but it's like you're young. So, you know, you got a lot of opportunity to just live. Like, and I think practicing, this is not the right brush. I'm probably all over the place, y'all. I'm sorry. Like, I'm trying to, you know, remember what I'm talking about and also do this makeup. But yeah, so I'm feeling so much better now. I'm in a much better space, and even the space that I was in for the past couple months wasn't a bad space by any means. It was just uncomfortable. It was very much a growth phase and very much like I needed to isolate and completely cut myself off from the world so that I can just be one with myself and with my thoughts, and I can hear myself clearly and think clearly without expectations or without feeling a responsibility to show up for people when I couldn't show up for myself. I didn't want to be looking at what people are doing with their lives because I wasn't in the space to be, and I just don't care. Like that's another thing. I just really don't care. Like I think grief, again, is so multifaceted, but one of the things I would say is like I don't care. Like I don't care about a lot of things, and not from a place of like, you know, bad energy. It's just genuinely like it doesn't faze me. If it ain't making no difference in my life, I do not care. So I just felt like I ain't trying to see what everybody else is doing with their life. I don't care. Like I don't want to see, you know what I'm saying? The low vibrational stuff, the stupid shit, like what this celebrity is doing, what this rapper baby mom is doing, this person says such and such, and this person is doing this person is pump faking for the TL. I don't have time for that. Like, I do not have no time for that, and I definitely did not have time for it over the past few months. So that was really my justification. I don't need no justification because I do what I want, period, and you should do the same. Like, do what you gotta do for yourself and don't let nobody tell you different, okay? I'm about to put on some blush. This is Maybelline Fit Me in the color Peach. I never wear powder blush because I do cream blush, but whatever. A little blush never hurt nobody. So, and it has a cute little shimmer to it. But yeah, so I mean, that's really that. Okay, I'm gonna use this little bullet type of brush and get under my eye. I'm gonna use bronzer first and then I'm gonna go in with that darker Mario, Makeup by Mario color. But yeah, so I finished school and that was another mental battle in and of itself because woo, that's like a whole nother topic for another day. But just know that school was the trenches. This past semester, having to really like day in and day out dig deep and finish the work and complete the work that I missed during the period of my dad being ill, it was the trenches for sure. So I'm gonna pull this way because I don't want to mess my concealer up. Just trying to finish school and make it out alive and in one piece and not be in shambles and still have my sanity. Like, that was the only thing I was trying to do, was finish this degree. And my dad poured so much into this program. Like, I will never forget the first day I called my dad and I'm like, yo dad, like, so boom, like, it's this program, it's in LA, it's at USC, it's like the first of its kind, blah, 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 blah. I was like running him all this information. I was so excited. And my dad listened to me give him the whole play-by-play. And then he was like, all right, well, start looking at flights and let me know when you see one that like is a good price. And that was it. Like, that was it. Like, my dad has always been like right there. Like, I'm rocking, he's rolling. So it's like, finishing grad school I had put immense pressure on myself, and there was so much pressure around me from my family and my friends and my loved ones, and bless their hearts, but it's like, that's all people be asking about is school, and you know what I'm saying, like what you got going on with school, because they feel like that's the main thing that you have going on with life. So that's like, you know, the main thing that they be wanting to ask about. But yeah, so I have really put like immense pressure on myself to complete school on top and finish on time. And listen, y'all, I felt that every day for the past 4 months, day in and day out, like clockwork, okay? I was just really trying to make it to graduation in one piece, make sure that my mental health was intact. I've been on my Queen Afua flows, like really tapping into like my divineness as a woman, the divine feminine, and just really tapping into more like holistic healthcare type of things, taking care of myself, being more conscious of the things that I put inside of my body, the type of information I consume, which is yet again another reason, like I just was telling y'all why I wasn't on Instagram, because I don't care about what such and such rapper baby mom is doing this week or where she's going or who she's dating. Like, that is not relevant to me, and I feel like it can be detrimental to your mental health. Like, the stuff that you consume, whether it's in your mouth, whether it's stuff that you eat, right, or whether it's like things that you see on TV or social media, the type of conversations you're around, the type of stuff that people talk about within your circles, like that impacts you. It takes a toll on you, how you operate, how you think, like, and listen, don't nobody got time for that. So, you know, I just been taking care of me. That's really it. I've been taking care. Here's my brush. I put it down here. So yeah, I just been taking care of me and taking care of home. Now I'm doing a lot better. I was telling y'all, I'm about to put some lashes on because these lashes done tried it, okay? These are the Ardell Remy lashes. Is there a name or is it just Remy? Remy like the weave, period. So I'm about to throw these lashes on and then I'm gonna hop back on once I put these on. Yo, I just put these lashes on and you would never have known. You would have literally never been able to tell that I had skimpy lashes underneath. So, period. I'm about to basically finish up my makeup. I'm just going to put on some bottom mascara and then do some last touch-ups. What, bro? Okay. I'm about to put on some bottom lash mascara and do some last minute touch-ups to my face. And then other than that, I'm pretty much done. So I always go back when I finish doing my makeup, like, and I just wipe my mole off. I'm not a draw the mole on type of chick. I'd rather just wipe the makeup off so you can see it. But so now I'm gonna be taking some lip liner. I'm gonna use Chesnut from MAC. I don't even know why I was looking at it. I'm gonna use Chesnut from MAC. I don't know what lipstick I'm gonna be wearing yet. I really just wanted to hop on here and talk to y'all. I feel like, I hope this story time explanation type of thing made sense to y'all. I hope my story wasn't all over the place. Hopefully it made sense to y'all, and hopefully I wasn't like too all over the place. But yeah, it's just been heavy on the self-care flows, heavy on the making sure that my home is good and that I'm not pouring from an empty cup. So I'm definitely feeling 100,000 pounds lighter now that I'm done school. Thank you, God. Like, oh my gosh, I can't even begin to explain. So I'm in such a better headspace. I put a deposit down a couple of days ago for a puppy. I'm so excited. Like, I need a little furry friend. I live by myself. Like, it's hard out here in these streets. But I'm definitely looking forward to just being able to live my life. I'm using Single Period by Fenty Beauty, this little Mattemoiselle, what is this called? Whatever. Lipstick. I'm using this color Single. That color is cute, but something's going on with my lips. I'm having some like flakes. I should have probably wiped the lip mask off before Now I'm gonna go on top with some butter gloss from NYX. This is in Fortune Cookie. I'm pretty sure this is one of my faves. I like, I don't even know where it is, but I like, I don't know where it is. Creme brulee. I love creme brulee for like a go-to. This Fortune Cookie is real light for my skin specifically, so you gotta tread lightly with this one. But yeah, so like I said, I'm getting a puppy. I'm super excited about that, and I'm super excited to just like really start living my life. I feel like for me personally, I have had such a high level of responsibility from such a young age. So much independence and just so many things on my mind other than just being my age and living my best life. So I'm looking forward to having closed this chapter of school and being able to just kind of live for a little bit, travel some more, and just, you know, make memories. But obviously we got a lot more tea to talk about, so I'll definitely be doing another get ready with me. I'm about to lay my edges real quick before I turn the camera off. Also, I forgot to set my face. I don't know how I forgot to do that. I'm just gonna put on this Milk Hydrogrip. It's the same as this, just the setting spray. I don't like the way that spray came out at all. What the hell? That spray was not like a mist like it usually is. It literally just sprayed on my face. We definitely got a lot more to talk about. I've been dipping my toe in this little dating scene in Atlanta. Just my toe though, like literally just my toe. And Atlanta is definitely Trick City, y'all, so I don't know, but we definitely got a lot more to talk about and a lot more to catch up on. But I'm so glad that I finally was able to sit down and record this for you guys, because I know that I have been missing in action. I've seen somebody commented on my video and asked if I was doing okay because I haven't posted in a while, and yes, y'all, I'm alive and well and breathing. I'm doing better than I've ever been because of the fact that I took this much needed time to myself and for myself. But I really just thank you guys so much for the support that you guys show me, especially with me being inconsistent. And you know, I'm not like a huge YouTube sensation or nothing like that, so the fact that, you know, people are really checking for me and seeing what's going on with me and really tuning into my content makes me so happy. There's so many things I want to do with this platform as it grows and takes form. And even though we had some pit stops along the way just because of life and stuff, I'm definitely excited for everything that's going to be coming up in the future. I'm also going to be doing weekly vlogs. I just use the Mielle Organics, if you guys care. I just use the Mielle Organics Edge Control Edge Gel, Rosemary Mint Strengthening Edge Gel. This is from the same. I have the shampoo and the deep conditioning mask from this line. But yeah, so this is, let me zoom y'all in real quick. So this is the finished look. Honestly, I have to pull my hair up like this so you can see my face. But honestly, you know, I really just wanted to talk to you guys, and I'm so grateful once again. I cannot thank you guys enough, for just continuing to support me. 1,000 subscribers, like beyond 1,000 subscribers, and just for those of you who genuinely care and want to see me win, I so appreciate it. I hope all of you have been well. I hope that, you know, you guys are taking the time that you need for your mental health and for yourself, and, you know, do what you gotta do and be unapologetic about it. And if somebody don't like it, oh well, okay? So yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will see you guys in my next video. Definitely leave me some comments down below and let me know what type of topics you want me to talk about in the next Get Ready With Me. I need to decorate this wall, child. It's coming. This video really wasn't about the makeup. It was really just an opportunity for me to talk to y'all, but obviously you do see the makeup. This is pretty much my go-to routine, give or take. I don't do eyeshadow usually because I just don't be feeling like it. The lip combo changes every time I do my makeup, but the base is the same. So the foundation, concealer, cream contour, cream blush routine is the same, and that's really what I do. I love how my makeup came out. It's giving very much hydrated, healthy, glowing skin. It's giving very much grown and sexy. I could wear this like during the daytime, or I could go out at nighttime. That's why the eyeshadow, look at me, the eyeshadow, I'm cracking up. That's why the eyeshadow comes in handy. Because it can really bring this up and turn this thing up to like a nighttime sexy vibe. So yeah, but once again, for the billionth time, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. I love you guys so very much. I will see you guys in my next upload, and until then, be well, don't do no low vibrations, and stay out the way.